What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about how to tune your violin. Now in today's video I'll be covering the two main ways to tune your violin. First, the more beginner friendly way, and secondly, the more intermediate and advanced way of doing it. Now, first and foremost, you gotta understand the 4 strings on your violin. What are the names of the strings? Okay, as you can see, G, D, A, and E. So you gotta know the names first, and then we are able to recognize it and then tune it. Now method number 1 is actually to use a tuner to tune your instrument. Now this method is highly recommended for beginners. If you're just starting out to play the violin, this is a very helpful way for you because it's not too complicated and it's just a good way to start. Now if you are a beginner, your violin might look something like this. You see, with 4 fine adjusters on your tailpiece. Now if you use these fine tuners to tune, you will get a more detailed work as opposed to the just tuning from the pegs. Now these are for bigger pitch range. Now for the more fine pitch range, we use the fine tuners, fine adjusters to do it. Now the way I do it is actually very simple. All I need to do is I take my violin, I put it on my lap, and then tuner, I on the tuner. Okay, when you on your tuner first, it appears, you want to put it at select V as violin, and then make sure it's 440. These are the hertz. And first tune the A string, and you want to make sure that, oh look, now when the needle points to the middle, it means that it is in tune. Now that's okay. So I'd say this is, now if it's towards the right, more towards the right, which means it's sharp. Now it's more towards the left, which is the red light, it means it is flat. So this is okay. We want to, now look, now next, after the A string, we're going to tune the D string. This is about plucking it. Now this is, as you can see, apparently this is a bit flat. So by just turning the adjusters, by plucking here, so we want to turn it clockwise to make it higher until it reaches until the needle reaches the middle. There you go, almost there. Alright, and then after the D string will be the E string. As you can see, apparently this is flat. Needle needs to be in the middle. There we go. And last but not least, the E string. You see, I'm just plucking the strings. That's okay. So method number 2 is for you more advanced players out there. Now when you have some experience playing the violin and reaching an intermediate stage, your violin will probably look something like this. The tailpiece, look at the tailpiece, is, for my violin, I only have 1 adjuster. Now you might ask me, why only one adjuster. Only why not 4? Now okay. Now to explain this, the reason why players only use one adjuster is because of the sound produced. Now on a wooden tailpiece, you can actually install as many adjusters as you wish, up to 4. But the only downside of the adjusters is weight. It might be a bit heavy, and that has a tendency to alter your sound produced on the violin, and also it might affect the tone color when you're handling more advanced pieces. So we do not want that to happen. So that's the reason why we only use one adjuster as opposed to 4. So what is method number 2? Method number 2 is actually to tune your violin according to another instrument. For instance, the piano. So we tune starting from the A string as well, and then we're checking. That's alright. Now I would consider this method more advanced. This is because you have to listen, you have to rely on your ears and listen to the pitch of the other instrument and tune towards that pitch. So it takes ear training, of course, and you know, if you play in orchestra, you will actually witness the same thing as well. Like now that A pitch is what everybody tune towards. Now that requires ear training as well. So how I do it is basically, you know, listening. Then now for this method, without your fine adjusters, what I do is I get an A, and then I'm tuning 2 strings at a time. I'm sounding the D and A, and make sure it is in a perfect fifth, an interval of perfect fifth. That's okay. For instance, I want to tune my D string with my pegs on top. What I do is I'm using my thumb and my index finger or middle finger to turn it, and I put this part of the fingers, I mean between these 2 fingers, on the scroll, and then turn it. Same thing goes to the G string. So why is this advanced? Because it requires you to have the ability to listen to perfect fifths, like real, you know, in tune perfect fifths. So therefore, it takes practice. It takes practice to do this. So this is how I do it. Now all the strings, G to D, D to A to E, they are all perfect fifths. So each 2 strings at a time, like for instance the A, and then listen to the sound. Now if you want to tune like how I taught you just now, here, like that, this part, and then tune with your other fingers, alter them. Same thing is here. Thumb, index finger, or with your middle finger. Oh yeah, not to forget that for the E string you have actually still have this fine adjuster here, so you can still use the fine adjuster to tune. Now the reason why we still maintain the fine adjuster on the E string is because it needs very detailed tuning. As you can see, the string, apparently the string is very thin. It needs a adjuster to tune, because if you tune here, you need to go very detailed, and if you're not careful, it might, the E string might snap due to over tune. If you over pressure it. So that's the reason only why we maintain one adjuster. So there you go guys, this is how I tune my violin. I hope this video was somewhat helpful for you, and if you do have any questions, do put those questions in the comment section below. And if you found any value in this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. That tells me whether the content is good and keeps me motivated to post more contents. If you haven't yet subscribed, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications so you do not miss out on any future episodes. Till then, keep growing, keep learning. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!